I really love to think about the way in which we can create experience that's conducive to going from one state, the status quo, to another state, intrinsic change. So a motivator that gets you to fill your own knowledge gap or experience gap so that we can move towards a more sustainable future.
UnSchool is an educational kind of way of thinking about how to unlearn all of the paradigms, all of the ways that traditional school has taught us to think in order to bring about social innovation and social change.
So it's a lot of workshopping, problem solving in groups, site visits, conversations with really thoughtful mentors who are leaders in their respective fields. And it's a lot of learning from your peers too.
Discussing things and being able to explore things in its nature, and then also very interactive.
You have 3 minutes, now you have to do something, so it exercises my brain and makes me think faster. I'm able to think on my feet.
We were constantly, challenging ourselves. It was one after the other. And I think the best part was that not knowing what's next.
I mean, it's been mysterious, of course, but what we have found at the end of the tunnel has always been very experiential.
With any sort of vague circumstance, you create a narrative in your head of how it's going to go. I think it wasn't what I expected. You couldn't have expected anything because it was intentionally vague.
The UnSchool definitely tries to promote a bit of not quite knowing where we're going next. It's about helping people to get comfortable with the unknown and with uncertainty, all of these uns.
I think there's a lot of encouragement to get a whole bunch of people who are from very different backgrounds into the same room and then talk about really difficult subjects. It was quite amazing how much we focus quite a lot on the social aspects, which is something that's a really difficult space to talk about, I think.
The value of dialogue with no blame, with really open and honest, and conversations with integrity, and the value of those and what you can achieve with those.
To me, you get the sense that everywhere is connected. The world is really becoming a smaller place because you get to see the same things in New York that you see here. I can find myself here and be myself here, and that's kind of interesting.
I connected with the land in a totally different way because I was exposed to the viewpoints and the perceptions and the opinions of such a different variety of people.
Expect more surprises and more just amazing deep dives into the things that are really quite hidden in Cape Town from the world eye, I guess. It's a really nice space to come and experience completely different sides of a city that I've lived in for the last 5 years.
South Africa obviously has got a really rich history and a very interesting one that I wanted to kind of learn more about. So fusing social innovation and the history of South Africa into one beautiful fellowship.
I came back to the UnSchool because I wanted more out of it, and being behind the stage has actually shown me that there's always new ways of seeing things and understanding things.
Just gaining new knowledge and how there's a way of simplifying even a problem that can overwhelm you. So I think it's an upgrade of knowledge and being inspired.
We can't solve tomorrow's problems with yesterday's thinking, and I really just believe that that's true, and now it's just about how to move forward and make that happen. There's no one that's really going to make that change except really us.
I feel very motivated, I feel very inspired, I feel very passionate to make a change.
To think broader, I think that's the challenge for me. It's like to change the way I think, to change the way I react to things, to change the way I talk, not to change it, but to better it. That's the challenge for me, is to better myself.
The motivation to do shit, to actually make it happen, has increased. Instead of just talking about ideas or saying, wouldn't it be good, like, wouldn't it be good if this existed, wouldn't it be good if someone made that, like, to actually get off your ass and make it happen.